Assalamu alaikum, everyone. How are you today? I am again here with you. My name is Farida Azaad Iqbal, and I'm a spiritual practitioner. And I want to share with you that I do Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, and I also give healing with energy. And I also teach Reiki. I do quantum touch, and I also do meditation and breathing techniques with a course of mine, which is called Breathe in Life and Breathe Out Stress. So I have been doing these courses in Saudi Arabia for the last 20 years, and I have just come back to Karachi after about 3 years. And I am giving sessions over here and workshops over here. Now, due to Corona, one is not doing anything for the time being. So the topic today was that is depression and meditation only for the elite and the privileged? No, I am sorry. One cannot attribute a human emotion to a specific class of people. Depression, everybody can feel depressed, you know. Even sometimes animals feel depressed. And have you noticed, even your plants, sometimes they feel depressed. We'll later on talk about how the animals feel depressed and, you know, the plants. And also meditation is making use of your mind over matter. And therefore it is applicable to all humanity, which is why all the religions stress some sort of meditation. So let's talk a little bit about depression. Depression is a mood disorder that causes persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called depressive order and clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems, which, if not taken care of in the early stages, can become a bit problem. It can lead to addiction and all. Depression reduces interest of pleasures and activities that one used to do every day, loss of sexual drive, change of appetite, unintentional weight gain or loss, sleeping too much or sleeping too little, agitation, restlessness, and pacing up and down for no reason, fatigue, feeling tired, feeling of worthlessness or guilt, difficulty thinking, concentration, or deciding on what you need to do. And all this is caused due to depression, due to stress, okay? When there's a lot of stress in one's life. What is stress? What is it that most of the people understand by the word stress? Where the demand is higher than the capacity, you know, where you have a lot of things to do, but you feel that you do not have the capacity or the energy to meet those demands. So we need to figure out a way how to increase our energy, and how to conserve our energy. Now let's see, what are the emotions that come up that take away our energy? Like anger, guilt, blame, regret, anxiety, worry, fear. Have you noticed when these emotions come up, what happens to you? You know, you feel that you have no energy. It totally saps your energy. You do not have the ability to think clearly, right? And by the way, some of the other, we were never taught in school or at home how to handle these emotions. These emotions are there in every human being, in all walks of life, but we are never taught how to deal with them. When you learn to manage stress, you buy time. You conserve your energy. Now, when you look at the emotions of guilt, anger, blame, regret, they're all to do with the past. And we all are aware of this, that something that has already happened in the past, there is nothing that you can do about it. There is nothing that you can do to change it, right? But yet, in a day, in a week, in a month, we are constantly going on about something that has already happened. We're going on and on, churning about it. So how much of our time and energy are we wasting? Now, when you look at fear and worry, they're all to do with the future. You're constantly worrying about the future. What's going to happen? I did this, what's going to happen? So the secret of how to handle your mind and how to handle stress basically lies in the breath. There are two secrets I'll share with you. One is the secret of the breath, and the other is the secret of going back to your childlike nature. Have you heard of power of now? Why is the power in the now so important when we are in the present moment? Because living in the present moment, the power of now, when we are in the present moment, there is joy, there is love, there is calmness, there is productivity, there is enthusiasm, there is peace, there is efficiency, there is clarity, there's spontaneous. You know, when you're acting spontaneously, you're vibrant, you're free. Our ability to let go of the negative events is very high. Learning to live in the present is also through the breath. And the question that I was asked, that is it depression and meditation only for the elite? You know, the ones who are not from the normal working class of people, they are not aware, they are not conscious about what is depression, because they cannot afford to feel depressed and get into that mood, prolonging their state like that, because they have to carry on with their life. They have to keep on moving. They cannot afford to be depressed and, you know, sort of get into a depressive mood, because they have to earn a living. And they said some of the other, they have the ability to go on. And for them, the meditation is listening to a peer or to a Sufi music or going to a mazar and getting into a trance, you know. While maybe the elite are more aware about it, what they're going through. You know, like, for example, sometimes the word depressed is also expressed in a quite a different manner, because someday if you're feeling low, to turn around and say, I'm depressed. No, sometimes you do feel low. It's very natural. You know, there are days when you will feel low and there are days you will feel high. And sometimes depression can also happen due to a loss of a dear one, due to a loss of job, of a certain circumstances. If somebody could be in love and they have not been able to receive that back, or somebody has had a traumatic experience, or somebody has lost a part of their body. So, you know, all these things do make people depressed. There are situations and all. And some of the other, especially women have the ability to cry. The body has a way of letting the stress out, you know. So women they cry out and they let their stress out. But depression is in all walks of life. And as I was telling you, even your pets can feel depressed. Sometimes the animals can also feel depressed, when they are not hugged or they are not taken care of, or they have lost an animal friend of theirs. So they also go to a certain type of depression, But being depressed or looking for help is not something bad, not at all. Like it's not a problem that you need to hide, if you're feeling depressed. And during my workshops, because basically I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical doctor, neither am I a psychologist or psychiatrist. So I'll be mostly sharing with you what has helped me when I have been giving healing sessions to people, or when I have been doing my workshop. In the workshop, we do this workshop for about 4 days, where there are different processes and breathing techniques where people learn different tools. And some of the processes are people are sitting together and they're sharing their experiences. And when they share their experiences and they share their doubts and they share their apprehensions, they begin to realize that we are not the only one going through. It's all right. There are others also going through the same issue like me. So it's okay to feel what I'm feeling. And when they discuss it with each other, they find a solution. So depression is something that can be handled. It only becomes a bit dangerous when it is prolonged for more than 6 weeks. That is when a person might need to have some medical help or might need to go to a therapist. Or if it could also be a clinical problem, where then the doctor needs to give them certain medicines, because it could be due to some chemical imbalances in the body or in the brain, right? So the secret is also lying in the breath, really, when you're able to breathe. Because you see, we have been created as whole. We are a beautiful gift from God. God has created us a whole. But our mind, which is constantly vacillating between the regrets and worries of the past, or anxiety and fear of the future. So your mind is constantly tick-tocking, like a grandfather's clock. It goes tick-tock, tick-tock. But to bring the mind into the present moment. When you're giving your 100%, when you're in the present moment, there is more joy. And when I told you that the secret lies in being a child, when you look at children, they are so enthusiastic. They live so much in the present moment. They're so creative, spontaneous. They're full of love and joy, and they're vibrant. And if you scold a child, and after a while you give them an ice cream or you give them a toy, observe. While they're eating the ice cream, they're licking the ice cream. It is all over their body, and they're relishing every moment, and they're enjoying the ice cream thoroughly. And their ability to let go is so great. And this is what we need to learn. We need to let go. We need to forgive. We need to forgive others. We need to forgive ourselves. We are so harsh on ourselves. We have to learn to forgive. It's so important to forgive. It is so important to let go, because you don't want to be sitting there the whole day harboring something like, this has happened to me. Why did it happen to me? Why should it happen to me? It has already happened. So there is no point of going on and on about it. Learn to move ahead. You are the one who can control your life. You are the one, the joys and the happiness are in your hands. It is how you handle your life. It is a change of perception. When accepting the fact, okay, I'm having an issue. It's causing me agitation. It's causing me restlessness. It's making me angry. How am I to deal with it? Most important thing is that you become aware of the fact that you are depressed and you want to do something. That is a very good sign. That means that your awareness of wanting to help yourself is very important. So today we'll also do a little breathing technique, and we will also do a few meditation with you, because there are tools which can help you. And I'm sure Oxbridge, the space, will be bringing you people, will be bringing you different people who will be sharing meditations with you. And maybe I'll speak to them, where maybe once a week we can do a meditation, or a technique that can help you, and then you can practice that over the week, and the following week, and we can share how it has helped you. They are sort of very simple techniques. It is all in bringing your mind into the present. You know, it is your mind. You are able to control your mind through your breath. I don't know if you've ever flown a kite. If you look at a kite is a big thing, and that is like your mind. And the string that pulls the kite is the breath. So, you know, when you pull the string in whichever direction you want, that big kite, no matter what the size is, it is able to bring your mind into the present moment. You're able to control it. You know, you cannot go on blaming situations and circumstances. It is your birthright to be happy. When you were born, you were created out of love. And what is life all about? You know, when you come into this world, you're taking a breath in. And when you leave this world, you're taking a breath out. That is what all life is about. And life is going to go on. I mean, if you want to be miserable and you want to stay in that state, it is your story. But if you want to pick up and move ahead and say that life is so much more beautiful, and life is beautiful, it is how you make it. You know, like the Americans say, there's a saying among the Americans, fake it until you make it. I mean, even if you get up in the morning and you sort of smiling helps a lot. Oh, it's amazing that you do not even realize that we hold a lot of stress over here, you know, because when you're angry, what do? You're tensing, your shoulders are tense, you're tensing yourself. But smiling, somehow the other relaxes all the muscles. And believe me, smiling can get you through anything. Even if in difficult situation you go somewhere and you smile, it can, you know, you sort of your life can go smoothly. Smiling, you know, even when you see somebody and you smile at them, it makes a lot of difference. So get up in the morning and give yourself a big smile and say you're amazing, because you are amazing. You are a beautiful creation. God has created you out of love. So each one of us are unique. Each one of us are beautiful. The only thing is that our mind is constantly tick-tocking about the past, about the regrets, about the blame, about situations, about blaming other people for your unhappiness, blaming yourself. Sometimes we are so hard on ourselves. We are so hard on ourselves because we all have dreams and desires and wishes, aspirations. And if those are not fulfilled, we begin to regret, we begin to harbor on it. Why did it not happen? Our ego comes in. Ego, oh my God, this is a devil that you have to be so careful about. It's our ego that makes us feel that we are the best and we are the greatest. And at the same time, it's the ego that makes you feel that you are a fool, you are worthless, you know. So we have to be able to control this mind of ours through the breathing techniques, through different tools. And also, God has created you such. When you begin to silence your mind and you begin to connect with your inner self, believe me, all the answers to your apprehensions, to your doubts, they are all within you. And you will find the answers when your mind is not constantly in the past or in the future. Learning to listen to your heart. Half the time we are so occupied with things, with stresses and all that, that we do not listen to our hearts. And the answer lies in it. And also learning to be non-judgmental, not judging everything. Accepting people, because there are times when you are in an angry mood, right? And you get out of your house and you go to your office, and the first person you see, you know, you just slash out, although the person might not have said anything to you. But you're just throwing your garbage onto that person. And that person has nothing to do with you, right? It's just that you're carrying your anger. And sometimes when you're coming from the office to the house, you're still carrying the anger from your office to your house. So you're really never present wherever you are. And a lot of time you must have noticed that sometimes when you are angry or something has happened to you and you go somewhere and you lash out, it's It's not that you're angry at the person who's in front of you. It's just that you did not know how to control. And when you realize sometimes learning to be compassionate, learning to be tolerant, learning to understand that the other person is also going through a certain thing that you sometimes also go. So, all these things begin to help you change your perception, where you become more compassionate, where you begin to think less of yourself. You begin to think, what can I do for the others? Because when you constantly think about, what about me, what about me, what about me, when you begin to say, how can I help the other person? How can I do something for humanity? How can I improve this world? That automatically changes your thinking. You get out of that me mode and you want to do something. You want to extend your hands. We were created to do something for others. Once a friend of mine, I always have books on next to my bedside table. And sometimes there are days I just go and pick up a book when I'm looking for something. And surprisingly, I will open the book and I'll find answers in it. And once a friend of mine gave me a book on Dr. Emoto. It's called Hidden Messages in the Water. So I picked up the book and I started reading it. And when I went halfway through the book and I said to myself, I wish I could meet this person. Believe it or not, I got a message on my telephone that the lecturer, Dr. Emoto, is giving a lecture at the Ifat University in Jeddah. So I called up my friend and I said, I want to attend this lecture. Please get me a pass. And she said, but Dr. Emoto will be speaking in Japanese and the translation is going to be in Arabic. And I said, no, I don't. It doesn't matter. Please get me a pass. So I went to the lecture and I attended the lecture. And what I did was, because in Saudi Arabia, women usually sit at the back and the men are sitting in the front because it was at the university, Ifat College University. So I said, I'm not a Saudi. So what I did was, I immediately, as the lecture was about to end, I went to the barrier where the men were sitting in front, and I went and I stood next to the stage. And luckily, I had both of the books with me. So Dr. Emoto saw the books and he sort of surprised, oh my God, you have my books. And he took me to the room and he signed the books for me. Now, why I wanted to meet Dr. Emoto was that when I read his book, Hidden Messages in the Water, I'll also share it with the people on the Oxbridge space if you want to find the book. It's very interesting. Dr. Emoto did a research. He said something to the water. He had 2 jars and he said something to the water in both the jars. And in one of the jars, he said something very nice, something beautiful to the water. He kept repeating beautiful words. You're wonderful. You're so pure. You're so clear. You're so energetic. And then what he did was he took a drop of water from that bottle to which he had been saying nice things, and he froze it at a very high temperature through a special freezing technique. And then through a special microscope, when he looked at that drop of water, it formed a most beautiful crystal pattern, a beautiful crystal, right? So he brought his research to Paris, where he got a lot of religious scholars to come and see his whatever thing he had come about, and each one of them said different things. And the water made a beautiful pattern, but when they said something back to the water, it did not make a nice pattern. So they came to the conclusion that energy follows thought. Have you ever heard of this expression? Energy follows thought. Whatever the thought you have, that's a vibration, that's an energy. And the water had the ability to feel that vibration, right? Even if you don't say something, it's from the way you look at the person and the way you think. Even if you're thinking, you're looking at somebody, smiling at them, but you're thinking bad about them, they will feel the vibration. Now, we are born 90% water, and later on we are 70% water. So that is the day I understood why in every religion, in every walk of life, they talk about make your intentions clear. Because whatever your intentions are, the other person can feel it. Apni niyat. यानी हर एक मजहब में, हर एक कल्चर में ये सिखाया जाता है कि अपनी नीयत साफ रखो. जब हर एक इंसान की नीयत साफ होगी तो दूसरा इंसान जो है, he is not going to feel hurt, right? When you're very clear, if I'm very clear about my intention, why should you doubt me? So if each one of us begin to clear our intentions, begin to be more clear in our hearts, when there is more clarity in your heart, when there is more focus, when you're more in the present moment, you are not thinking about the past, you're not thinking about regretting, and also you're in gratitude. Now, when you look at it, what is the biggest gift to you from God? Is your breath, right? You can sleep without, you can sleep with, you can for days you do not need to sleep and you can carry on. Even eating for days, if you don't eat, you can still survive. Without knowledge, you can still survive. But how long can you survive without breathing? You can try closing your nose right now and see, that how long can you stay without breathing? So the breath is very important. That is the link to you with the higher connection with God through your breath. When you begin to observe your breath, we'll do a little bit on that for sure. Now, as far as depression, only among the privileged, it's not true. From all walks of life, I have friends who are working for organizations into addiction, and they have a lot of people coming from, especially the low class of life, because when they do not know how to handle depression or something like that, they begin to have peer pressure. They tell them that, why don't you have a little drink of this? Why don't you drink some alcohol? Or why don't you take a little bit of drug or something? So they start encouraging you to take this, because for a little while you might feel very happy that your problems are over. But it's not solving anything. It's getting you into more and more. Taking drugs. Or, you start staying up late night and watching movies so that, you can get out of what you're thinking, what the problem you're going through. But sometimes talking about your problem, sharing your problem, or if somebody comes to you with a problem, not giving them advice, just opening your heart to them and listening to what they're going through. Because a lot of time when you're going through issues and problems, you might feel that they are very big. But when you share them with somebody, it becomes very easy. You begin to realize that it was not such a big problem. Have you noticed when sometimes you go to clinics and you're waiting to see the doctor, and a lot of time there'll be strangers who will come and open up to you. They'll say Salam Alaikum and they'll ask you what you're here for, and all of a sudden they start relating their stories to you. They're letting go. They're relieving all their stress, maybe something that they cannot share at home. They are able to share it with a stranger. They just let you out, or because they feel that the stranger is not going to judge them. But with a family member, it sometimes becomes a bit difficult. So please do not be stressful. There are techniques. The world is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Each one of us have every right to live a full life, and we can do that, and it is in our control. This is why there are workshops taking place where they are teaching you how to deal with stress. There are amazing teachers, and they have come on your forum as well, like Shanaz Minalaji and Uzma Rizwan. They have come, they are having workshops, and we will let you know when is the next workshop. And luckily they are online. So nowadays, with all the technology in the world, all class of people can go onto these sites, can find solutions to their problems. They can find that it is not something, depression and meditation is not just meant for a certain class of people. It's from all walks of life. It's from all walks of life, people. I had a plant when I was in Beirut. It was there, and my mother said, oh, this plant is gone, nothing is going to happen to it. And I said to myself, no, let me bring it into my room. And I brought the plant, and every day I used to talk to the plant. And I used to say, oh, you're beautiful, you're lovely. And I used to water it. And believe me, in a month's time or in about 3 weeks' time, that same plant, which was completely gone, it survived. It started blooming, So each one of us, if we are very careful of what we say things from your heart, say nice things to each other. You know, with all that is happening in the world and negative things, when you watch the television nowadays, everything is negative. Whatever you hear, try to avoid all that. Try to think of positive things. You know, like I said, fake it until you make it. And sometimes do not get into this depressive mood, because the more you stay into it, it's going to cause you more problem, because then later on you get into addiction. And from addiction, you get into different things. So I will also ask the Oxbridge Brace to bring this lady who is a part of addiction center, and she is dealing with people from very different class of people, and they are helping them, and there are processes and techniques which can help everybody. So please do not think that it is only for a certain people. Maybe these people have the ability to be aware about it, and they take some action, and they're able to sort of find things. So it is definitely in all class of people. There is depression. And I think something has to be on a major scale, especially nowadays, a lot of people are going through depression. So right now, why don't we do a little something? Would you like to do a little something where we are able to bring our mind more into ourselves? And have a little, maybe a simple technique where you can try to do it every day, and it might be useful to you. I'm just going to have a water break. Hi, I'm back. There was some connection maybe problem. I'm back here. So, where are the questions? Let's see. Should I see it on the screen? Okay. You know, sometimes you feel more depressed because there's maybe you need to work and not give up. It takes a little time, you know, it's not a magic wand. A lot of time people feel that, oh, they'll come to a class and do the workshop and then they'll be feeling on top of the world. They do feel on top of the world at that time, but you know, you have to keep working. You have to be able to work on yourself. And I'm sure when you make the intention to do something, you will definitely get results. Do not give up hope. So let's do a little. Oh, yeah. No, there's just there's some. It stops. Okay, let us sit down. Abdul Wahid is saying that why do I feel depressed even after doing my routine well? Don't feel so depressed. Inshallah, everything will work out. Continue doing your routines, and maybe you need to seek a little more help. And so let's do a little. Remember last time we did a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. So let us all sit easily and comfortably. Bring your finger here and your thumb on your right nostril and your ring finger on your left nostril, and sit in a relaxed position. and your left hand is in this mudra, chin mudra. And let's breathe in and out of the nostrils together. Breathe out. Now gently close your right nostril and breathe in from your left. Close the left, open the right and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left, close the left and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left, close the left, open the right and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left, close the left, open the right and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left, close the left, open the right and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. Breathe in from the left, close the left, open the right and breathe out from the right. Breathe in from the right, close the right, open the left and breathe out from the left. And just relax. Place both your hands on your knees, open towards the sky. Relax your shoulders, keep your spine straight. Bring your shoulders up like this. And when you bring your shoulders up, you will notice that your spine elongates. And relax. One more time. Bring your shoulders up. And now when you relax, relax your body. And just listen to what I'm saying. I don't want you to concentrate too much. And all what I ask of you is to breathe in and out gently from your nose. You breathe in from your nose, hold the breath, and breathe out from your nose. Now hold the breath. Now breathe in to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold to a count of 4. And breathe out to a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold to a 2. Come on, let's breathe in again. Gentle breathing from the nose, no effort. Breathe in. Hold. And power, the meditation we are doing right now, Namara, it will help you. And breathe out to a count of 6. Just come along with the meditation. Again, breathe in gently, like you're sitting on a beach next to the waves, and on a gentle day, the waves are coming in. And when they go back, they take a little longer, they hold there, and then they come in again. Breathe into a 4, hold the breath to a 4, and breathe out to a 6. And hold. Breathe in. Continue breathing in this rhythm. Enjoy being with yourself. Gentle breathing. Just observe the breath going inside your body, energizing each and every cell in your body. And when you breathe out, it's totally letting go, relaxing more and more. Continue breathing. Let us sit comfortably and easily, spine erect, body relaxed and loose. Let's take a deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Once again, take a deep breath in, hold it, and as you breathe out, relax your arms. Once again, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, the body gets a little stiff. Tense your body a little bit. Hold the breath, and as you breathe out from your mouth, go ha, and relax your body. Once again, let's take a deep breath in, tense your body a little bit, hold the breath, and breathing out, go ha. One more time, let's take a deep breath in, tense your body, and breathe out. Suman, that's what we are doing right now. If you would like to follow our meditation, it will help you. Once again, let's take a deep breath in, hold the breath, and breathing out, relax your body more and more. Now listen to all the noises in the surrounding. You can hear the noise of the AC, or the noise of the fan, or the noise of the movement outside your room, people walking or going up the stairs, or the noise of the road, or the honking of the cars, or the songs of the bird, whatever the noises around you in your environment, accept it as it is. And keep breathing normally from your nose, and breathe out and relax more and more. Whatever the noise is in your environment, you're in harmony with it. You're accepting the noise as it is. It's not bothering you. Breathe in again and slowly breathe out. Let's take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, empty your lungs and relax more and more. Right now, Nimar, we are doing a meditation. If you listen to what I'm saying and just observe what I'm saying, it will learn to silence and you'll be able to empower yourself. Just try to do the meditation. Okay, let's breathe in again and slowly breathe out, emptying your lungs. Every breath in is energizing. And every breath out is total relaxation and letting go. Relax more and more. You're in harmony with all the noise around you. Slowly and gradually become aware of the weight of your body on the chair that you're sitting. Whatever it might be, whatever the weight might be of your body, just place it on the chair. Let's take a deep breath in And breathe out with a smile. Let's take another breath in and breathe out with a smile. Relax more and more. Become aware of this beautiful body. It's a beautiful instrument and a precious gift to you from God. Each and every part of your body, from the toes all the way up to your head, is a beautiful instrument, a gift to you by God. Honor this gift and respect this gift. Accept your body as it is, because it's a beautiful gift to you from God. And keep breathing in and breathe out. Every breath in is energizing, and every breath out is total relaxation, letting go more and more. Relax the body. You are grateful for this body, this beautiful body, this unique body, through which the breath is passing in and out. The biggest gift to you from God, your breath. Observe your breath as it passes through this beautiful body. Breathing in, filling your lungs, expanding your shoulders. And as you breathe out, relax more and more and let go. Let's take another breath in and breathe out. The breath is moving in and out of the body, keeping this beautiful body alive, and you're grateful for it. Let's take another deep breath in, and as you take this breath with a smile, you're savoring this breath as though this is all that matters right now. That is all that matters right now, the breath. Slowly and gradually become aware of your body. Become aware of your mind, your consciousness. Your mind is all around your body. Your body is like a wick of a candle, and your mind is like the glow. Imagine that your body is like a wick of a candle, and your mind is all around your body like a glow. Your consciousness. Become aware of your feelings. Whatever your feelings might be, become aware of it. Bad feelings or good feelings, whatever they are, let them come. Do not resist them. Become aware of your feelings. Take a breath in and breathe out, relaxing more and more. Become aware of your feelings, whatever they are. Good feelings or bad feelings, let them be. You are in harmony with your feelings, whatever they are. You accept them the way they are, without judging them. Just keep breathing in and out, and every breath in is energizing, And every breath out is total relaxation, letting go, relaxing more and more. Just listen to what I'm saying and just follow that. That is all. Simple as that. Slowly and gradually become aware of your thoughts. Whatever your thoughts are, good thoughts or bad thoughts, become aware of them. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Become aware of your thoughts, good thoughts or bad thoughts. Let them be. Just accept them as they are. Just breathe in and let go. You're in harmony with your thoughts, whatever your thoughts are. Let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Every breath in is energizing, and every breath out is total letting go. Relax more and more. No effort. Just observing this beautiful gift to you passing through your body. Now gradually become aware of your thoughts, if there are any. Gradually become aware of your feelings, if there are any. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Slowly and gradually become aware of your body. Slowly move your toes, move your hands. Become aware of the surroundings. Become aware of the room that you're sitting in. Become aware of the noise of the fan. Become aware of the noises around you. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold the breath and breathe out. Place your hands on your heart. Bring your hands to your heart. And say to yourself that you are joy, you are peace, you are love, you're full of joy, you're protected, you are loved, you are peace. Enjoy this feeling of being with yourself. You are love, you are peace, you are joy. And it is your birthright to be happy, to be peaceful, to be stress-free. You were born out of love, you were created out of love. That is the energy that is flowing out of you right now. And it is all around you. This feeling of peace, this feeling of joy, this feeling of expansion, as though your heart is opening up and everything around your body, as far as your arms can spread, is clearing away all that stress and all those thoughts and all those feelings have just gone through. It was so easy to accept all the noises around you, accept this beautiful body that is a gift to you from God as it is. Accept your feelings as they are. Accept your thoughts as they are. Accept yourself. You're unique, you're precious, you're beautiful. And do not doubt it. Let's take another deep breath in. And breathing out, go, ha. One more time. Let's take a deep breath in. And breathe out and go, ha. Let us rub our hands together. Place them on your eyes. And gradually and slowly, whenever you're ready, taking a breath, open your eyes slowly with a smile on your face. Thank you. How was that meditation? At the end, before I leave, I would like to share something with you. And I would like to share something with you. And it is something which is so deep and interesting. Maybe some of you might not have the patience to listen, but I just thought I'll share it with you. The purpose of our lives is to transform ourselves so that we can receive complete and ultimate fulfillment. We are here in this world to reach our potential, with giving and sharing as the foundation of our being. Yet the process of self-transformation is something that happens not on an abstract or theological level. Instead, it takes place between ourselves and other people. Our relationships, especially those with the people to whom we are the closest, are the real opportunities in which we are given to emulate the tolerance, sharing, and love that are the Creator's essence. Once we understand this, everything that takes place between ourselves and others appear in a new light. Being in love, opening ourselves to an infinite range of shared emotions and experiences, becomes much more than just romantic or exciting. On a far more profound level, at the level of our soul, we are changing and growing. We are literally drawing closer to God. And in doing so, we are opening ourselves to the fulfillment that closeness brings. What more, it is not just joyful moments we share that foster this transformation. Even hard times or point of conflicts are opportunities that a relationship gives us. What seems to be a problem is actually a gift, a chance to remove an internal obstacle that stands between ourselves and the limited happiness that is our real destiny. God created the world. God caused us to come into being. But now our task is to become the cause in our own right, to emulate the sharing essence of the Creator, and in this way receive the fulfillment that the Creator desires and intends for us. This is the knowledge and the wisdom that our relationships have come to teach us. It is through our relationships. And this is what we must open our hearts to learn. I hope this is so very important for us more compassionate, to be more forgiving, to be more tolerant as a society, as people. Believe me, there'll be less of heartaches, there'll be less of depression and all sorts of environment. Why is it so difficult to consistent? Give some tips. Why is it so difficult to
Stay consistent.
huh?
Stay consistent.
Stay consistent? No, it is not difficult. It's all in your mind. As I said, it's a mind over matter. When you're able to control your mind through your breathing techniques and regularly, when you do it, as I said earlier, it's not a magic wand. It is how you help yourself. God helps those who are willing to help themselves. Once, when you have the awareness that you want to do something, believe me, the world is so open now with all this technology. There are so many processes and meditations going online. There are people who are giving courses, and now more and more will be available. Just do not give up hope. Giving up hope is not good. Believe me, believe in yourself. Believe in your inner self. You're strong. You're beautiful. Connect more to yourself. The meditation that we did right now was taking you more inwards from the outside. Through your breath, you're able to connect to your inner world of silence. And as I said in the beginning, that through your connection to your heart, believe me, that vibration that you will give up will be a frequency that will connect to the higher self. So maybe next time, if I have an opportunity and I've asked again to come, I would love to give you more meditation and some little tools. And you can send me questions, and maybe through the Oxbridge Bridge, I can answer those questions. Once again, I thank everybody on the Oxbridge Bridge, the team, for asking me to come over here. And I hope I have been able to share with you what has helped people that I have been doing healing with and different courses with. Khuda Hafiz, take care. Shall I leave?